many of you have been convicted more than, or served felony time more than 3 times?
More than 3?
3 or more. 3 or more. Right. How many convicted 2 times or less? Okay, and then 1 time or less?
The career passport it's a job training program for underserved populations. 98% of our clientele are people that are formerly incarcerated.
I didn't want to do a job training program because I heard so much about job training programs that just didn't work out. So it was like, no, I don't want to do that. But I came because it was the last option I had, and I was like, I'm gonna put forth some effort, even though I don't think it's gonna work. But I'm gonna put forth some effort. It was almost as if it was meant for me to get caught. It was finally time for me to end the way that I was living, and there was nothing that was out in the streets that was gonna stop me. I had tried the school thing, it didn't work. I tried to work, but I got fired because I went to work high every day. And that was the only way I could live. Actually, I think the thing that made it the hardest was the fact that when I got to the penitentiary, I found out I was pregnant. And knowing that, one, I wasn't gonna have a normal pregnancy because I didn't get to do eat the special things I craved for, and go get ultrasounds and do all that fun stuff. It hurt. Oh my God, I cried so many nights because it was like I couldn't take care of myself. So how was I finna take care of another living being?
I didn't want to live that life anymore. Depressed, lonely. My thinking was off. My body didn't feel good. So I didn't want to live that way anymore, but I just didn't know how.
Because so much happened while I was in the penitentiary. My mom passed away 3 months before I had my daughter. My dad got sick while I was in the hospital, while I was in jail. I didn't even get to see my mother buried. So I promised myself that after that would be the last time I ever did anything that ended me up in jail.
You know, I came here and I've learned something new every day. About going out there to get a job, and I'm very positive and very comfortable about going on interviews. You know?
The number 7 question is, have you ever been convicted of a felony? And that is a question that every felon in the world gets stuck at.
To try to find employment, the facilities that I tried to be in contact with, once I said something about my felony convictions, I lost the game. You know, every day interview and the process and everything was going good until we got to that point. Since I started this program, I have learned how to answer correctly the number 7 question on the application about I see you have been convicted. I'm aware that it's the right way and the wrong way to answer that.
Because I used to couldn't answer that number 7 question. They pound that in your head. And I just sat in that class and I just answered it like that, like it was a piece of cake. I couldn't look you in the eyes. I couldn't look you in the eyes. But now I can look at you and be like, yes, I was convicted in 2006. I made some wrong decisions in my life that led to my incarceration. Now I've graduated from Career Advancement Network. I just graduated from my new job, from the Enterprising Kitchen, and I'm working to better myself. And I think that you adding me to your roster will improve what you have going on. I think I'm the best candidate for you to choose. And I can look you in your eyes and say that. And be like, hey.
Today I no longer use drugs. I don't have those same feelings. I face my emotions head on with a clear head.
It's not only job-oriented, homework type of stuff, it's therapeutic. They feed your mind, they celebrate your spirit. It's just barriers, they look at your personal barriers that you need to address, and that's very important when you go on an interview because that reflects when you interview. So
they work with you. They show they care, and then after you're done with the class, they don't just throw you to the wolves and leave you. They call you and check up on you. They want to make sure that you happy with what you're doing.
What I want is my calling, and that's how I feel here. That where I actually am motivated to do that, whereas before I'm just like, well, I'm just trying to survive. I'm trying to live now.
Right. What I love about it, us as offenders, they gave us a chance to show us who we really are. You know, we're not what we used to be, what we is right now. You know, giving us another chance to see that we're not what society said we are. You know,
Worth it.
you know, we human too, and we all given a second chance.
They know me for who I am now and not what I was before I went to jail. They're not holding it against me. I'm not a criminal to them. I'm somebody special. And when you go in that class, they tell you that you're somebody special.
The obstacle I had to overcome was stop saying I can't do because of my background.
That's right.
This program shows me that I can do because Monday I'm going to take my picture for CTA and get my job scheduled. So therefore this program have showed me just because I'm an ex-offender I cannot work. Who said that? Not this program. This program shows me I can do more.
For me, it helps you with different things that other job training programs don't help you with. For instance, housing. I was just accepted at the Kesey house today. I'm supposed to move tomorrow.
In their office sitting there and they said, look at all these things you could do with children. That your felony will not matter to these people. You go back to school and you get a degree working for something to work with kids, psychology, you could be a youth advocate, you could be anything. And your felony won't matter. And boy, when they told me that, boy, I was the happiest, I think I was the happiest person alive, at least I thought I was. I mean, when I talk about Career Advancement Network, boy, God, I feel so good. Like, I've never had something that I was so proud of, so proud to be a part of. When you leave this place after you graduate from this class, it's not something that you can ever forget.
I heard about career passport through one of my peers where I live at. And this is the best thing that happened to me. It's the best thing that has happened to me. And I really like it and I'm truly gonna miss it when it's over. And that's all I have.
I'm here. I graduated in a week. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. I like it.
We have job positions already waiting on us for job placement already. All of us are going to different jobs when we leave.
One thing that Miss Kitty did, she told me that I do not have to be afraid today.
Yeah.
She told that to all of us.
We have and just be ourselves.
Just be ourselves and just stand foot out there in that world of struggle, because we made it.
We have power.
We have arrived.
I value about my life more today. I love myself more today.
We're not just living, we want to live now.
Right.
Be strong women today that can overcome any barriers.
You have people or persons that 9 times out of 10, they just made a lot of bad decisions. They're not corrupt people. Their thinking was just not precise. And they, if allowed an opportunity, could show that they are people of substance and character and morals. But because of those bad decisions, that kind of overshadows what the people's, not people, but what their level of integrity is.
Actually gives you another step into life, you know. Responsibility. You know, it allows you a passageway to where people always like look at you just because you had made some bad choices in your life. They look at you as if you're an alien or something, you know. But career advancement has its way of just putting you into that place and allowing you to be you. When they talk about change, you know, but it's not scary. Actually, it's a beautiful feeling. It's very beautiful. Because there's nothing to fear. I used to be so afraid, like, I'm scared. And once you get past that and continue to jump over those obstacles that get in your way, you'll make it. It's nothing to fear.